all of us have the privilege of partaking in a look at what's happening in cinema around the world at this moment. And coming from different places and having our own different lives and experiences as filmmakers and film artists also brings that kind of diversity together into a concentration, a strength of conviction, and an openness to challenging and political discourse, and bringing that into the filmmaking and into the process of people coming together and taking note of what's happening in the world. And what's happening in the world right now has put an extra urgency to all of that. And that's something this festival in this city, which has withstood more challenges and an unbelievable history that it has recuperated from time and again. That puts the site that we are in this particular festival in Berlin, really in the crosshairs of the moment that we're in, but that we are looking at it from a cultural perspective.
Sometimes people think that we artists live in a bubble. We don't live in a bubble. We don't have privileges. We take risks every day. And I think that, facing some people like the one we were talking about in the US right now, thinking that he can buy the whole world. He can buy Gaza, he can buy Greenland, he can buy Panama. We have to be strong everywhere in the world, including in Africa, because we can be the next ones. And I think that people today want to hear strong voices from us, because sometimes from the politics they don't have enough strong voices right now. So we have to be radical, we have to be strong in our choices, in our movies. And a place like this festival, for us, is a great place to get together, to watch movies, to open windows from all over the world, and discuss. We have a great jury this year, and discuss what the proposals that all the directors from all over the world who got into a kind of resistance, that's the word, are proposing us.
We will keep on making films anyway, with cell phones, with whatever. The main problem is the workers, the old people, the poor people, which is increasing every day in Argentina. That's the real problem we have now with this kind of policies and an economical situation, yes.
I am just so honored and so happy, and I think it's, we cannot worship enough that people, and it will be another time 100,000 people leave their house with a willingness to let themselves be captivated by stories, by other people's lives. I think that is generally a productive and peacemaking and valuable process. This is, I think, what I do think is that the more binary our thinking, the more extreme our thinking, our discussions become, the more we ultimately head towards escalation. And that is basically also what happened last year. And I think we are violating ourselves, because every single individual is a complex person with a lot of shades of colors between just black and white. And we all are craving for peace and freedom. And I think the culture and the imaginary world we are celebrating for the next 10 days are providing these spaces which we cannot value enough because they are reducing, and specifically in Berlin. And people coming together and submitting to a mutual experience are coming with the willingness to develop, to learn, and to see differences and differentiations. So this is a political process, and that's what the beautiful political aspect of a film festival like this is, in my opinion.
Now, I was here a couple of years ago with Green Knight and previously with a film called Lost in Beijing, and it's a very pleasant surprise for me to be here faced with lots of outstanding films. I'm very much looking forward to them, and for me it's going to be a very big learning experience, and I also hope to be able to see some very meaningful films and performances. Thank you.
Each of our filmmakers and jurists have said about the festival, and what we hope for the festival underlines how much of a rejection and an act of resistance a festival like this is to all of the ideas, perverse ideas that many far-right parties across the whole world and across Europe are spreading. This is a space where we want to come together and listen to each other and communicate through cinema, and we all celebrate and value very deeply the sort of pluralistic ideas that are behind big major international film festivals. So I think the very fact we're all here is a resistance, and it's a really important one.